Hey everyone, it's Jake from the Bricks Crusade YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an episode 1 of my mock series. This isn't going to be a massive mock. We're going to be using one large classic gray base plate to be building on it. Right here. I started this a week ago with one pick-a-brick order, and we got a new order. So I figured this is the perfect time to start a YouTube channel. So what the goal is with this mock, we're only building within this parameter here. I was reading an article about Constantinople's walls, which is like modern day Istanbul, and I was like, they have a moat. They had like 3-level walls, like they had like a really tiny wall right next to the moat, then 2 walls stacked on top of that. So I figured I want to do something Lego related with this. So what we did here is we created one wall, and we're going to have another wall set right behind it. Now, this is a pretty small base, but like it's big, and then it fills out real fast. So it might not end up being a castle. So what the goal is right now is we're going to do the wall. So we're going to do the double layered wall, and we're going to work from there. But I saw this, it was like a castle village and mountain video from Beyond the Brick. It was like about 2 years ago. The guy Beyond the Brick was showcasing in that video was he had like really cool, like he had a castle, he had like a downtown village, harbor. It was like awesome. But what I saw was he had a mountain, like it was massive. It went like up there. And so we might not do a castle because this might end up being almost like a valley, and we do a large wall with like a mountain surrounding it, which probably going to pivot to, but right now we're just focusing on the wall. We're going to see what happens. But it'd be like a fortified defense defending a valley. Hey guys, so we're just doing a close-up here. We're likely going to do a moat roughly here somewhere. We're going to have, it's going to have to be small because the wall is pretty tall, but it's nothing crazy. It's probably 3 minifigures high, I would say.
Alright guys, so it's time-lapse time. First thing we're doing here is we're going to do a teardown of the wall, actually, because we had 4x4 plates, and the plan initially was to build a secondary wall on top of the walkway plates, which are those 4x4 plates. But when I figured out, like, when you start building the wall, it only leaves 3 studs wide for, like, a guy to stand on it, and it was very tight. So, when I ordered on Pick-a-Brick online, I ordered 6x8 plates. I should have got more of them, because I only ordered 4. And I ended up using all 4 for the wall in this video. So I don't have any for the top level of the wall, so I'll have to figure that out at some point. But, yeah, so with the wider plates, I had to move the arches back as well. Since the back support is done, all the arches are in place, I started working on the front wall because I realized it was like, well, the back supports are all done, but the wall's not wide enough anymore for the new length of the plates. So I started widening the wall up. And then I realized I never ordered extra dark gray bricks for a little bit of texture on the wall or variation. So I really started like stretching them out, and I'm gonna have to end up getting more of them. But it was definitely like an oversight. You never know like what pieces. Like I feel like when I ordered parts, I'm like, oh, I'm prepared for everything, and then it just turns out I don't have enough pieces. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind for next time. So the final thing for today's video is I did start the secondary level. The plan for this level is to add like arrow slits for archers to shoot out of. And I didn't really know a design, so I found a YouTube short actually from Matt's Bricks, and he had a pretty cool design, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I did modify it. As you could see, the upper layer I took out, and I just used so instead of like 3.5 plates, because I didn't really like that gap, so I just went with the 1x2 cheese plate instead. And I am going to end up doing a slight revision on the arrow slits for the next part. I want to raise the height of that wall by another 2 bricks before the arrow slits start, just so it's not like in the way of the lower platform with the minifigures standing. And the last thing we did today was I actually had to redo the arches a third time because I realized I didn't add an inner attachment point for there to be a walkway for archers to stand behind the wall to shoot through. So I added some 1x2 inverted roof tiles to accommodate that. And once the arches were back up, I put the 6x8 plates back up and placed the center arrow slit back, and I prefabbed 2 more. So I just like threw them on, and that was it. That's all we're going to do in this video. I had a lot of fun making this video. I'm going to be making more. I'll have some other like Lego news videos, and yeah, so stay tuned, subscribe if you can. Uh, Give me some tips in the comments, and yeah, that's it. So have a good day, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.